Morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York, where we find ourselves in a vast city of millions of people, a melting pot of the world, one of the greatest cities in human history. But this one is not New York. This is a different one. We find ourselves in an alleyway in North London, where a shattered mirror is shattered mirror on the ground provides the reflection that allows Cinnamon Harris to step off a moon bridge in the Umbra into this alleyway in Hampstead, and no one really sees. But she has been given directions. She's been told to find someone in Hampstead Heath, an outpost of the Sept of the Serpent, or Sept of the Water Serpent.
I like that name.
Mm-hmm.
So Ophelia looks around. She's been in London a couple of times, but I guess not in this area.
When you walk out of the alleyway, you're on a sort of relatively main street between a betting shop and a pub.
Always nice. So
there is a sign pointing to Hampstead Heath, heading left.
That helps. So she starts following the signs first, but she's also gonna smell around because she expects to at some point find a smell that, well, might resemble hers a little bit.
Yeah. As you walk, for the most part, the scents are that of the city, of sweaty people in the summer heat, of petrol fumes and tarmac dust.
Annoying.
As you get the smell of the fresher smell as you get towards the park does fill your nostrils though, and you walk. If you step onto the paths and walk, searching for people. Eventually, as you get to a bridge over a pond full of ducks and swans, a smell heading off through the trees up a hill.
She's cautious because it's kind of weird because she knows that Gleaming Eye must have been searching for this place that she's trying to find now as well. So, but she also expects that someone will pick up her scent as well.
Mm-hmm.
Might have already done so. So she'll just move into the direction of the scent, going uphill.
Okay.
She's keeping an eye out, but she's trying to do it as casually as possible. Like she's trying to pretend she's just out there for a stroll.
Yep. As you head up the hill, as you reach the top, the view of London stretches out in front of you in all its glory. It's a rather stunning view, and I don't know if Cinna has a camera on her.
Probably not, because dedicating your camera is kind of like not done.
That's fair, and it's definitely the sort of thing where she wished she had a camera, because
yeah.
this is, and there is a bench not far from you where there is a man who looks in his 60s, who smells of Child of Gaia pure breed. He's wearing a battered Barber jacket and a flat cap.
Child of Gaia.
And he's looking at you.
Can I peony him?
You absolutely
can. Is he looking at? Is
absolutely.
he like looking suspiciously, or?
Well, don't even peony. He is looking like suspiciously. Because well, you have Silverfang pure breed. You can't tell which house it is.
Fair enough. So she is just walking up to him, like, is the seat taken? She's sitting on a bench. She's just pointing next to him.
Who are you? Properly, who are you?
My name is Ophelia Campbell, but up until a couple of days ago, I used to be called Cinnamon Harris.
Where have you come from?
Septus Green. New Moon.
We don't like your time around here.
I'm sure you don't. Didn't come here for your kind.
Who did you come here for? I just need to make a quick roll to make sure he doesn't botch this roll.
Okay. Give me a moment. I'm trying to plug my headset in. Yeah.
He does not.
She's definitely not budging.
What is your manipulation subterfuge? Not including POV.
That is 4.
Yep. Just if it was like really high, then that could be a fail, and he'd be like, "I don't know what you're doing." That's okay. Why are you here?
I came here to visit some relatives. Sorry, a relative.
A relative.
Yeah,
What's her name?
not gonna tell you. You haven't introduced yourself.
My name? My name is Ian Black.
Can I roll Carol lore on that? Or Silverfang lore or anything like?
I mean,
is he?
no.
No, okay. If he's just like random person X, then
yeah, he's like random person X.
Okay.
And
You live here.
Yes.
She needs to be any of that.
He was born Half Moon.
Okay.
And if you don't want to tell her name, Half Moons know when you're lying. What business do you have with her? You say your family.
Yes.
Some of her family are dangerous.
Some of them are indeed.
So I'm going to need some more information.
She had 3 successes on the PNE. He did indeed not lie when he said that he was living here.
He does not lie at all.
Okay. The problem is, I don't know if you're working for the people that are dangerous to me.
I'm not talking about the Scandinavian crew who are dangerous. There's something that set them off.
You're not with the Scandinavians?
No.
What do you think of Europe?
Europe as a whole. It's a controversial issue around these parts today.
I know.
You can look at the paper.
Most of Britain wants out.
Apparently so.
What do you want? Did you vote?
Not registered.
Helps, I guess. Doesn't stop you from having an opinion.
My opinion is I'm a child of Gaia.
Doesn't mean you can't get involved in politics, whether you want it or not.
No, we pretty much always do.
So you have an opinion.
Brotherhood and peace, isn't that what we all want?
I wish it was that easy.
I meant the children of Unicorn.
Yeah. Had one of them in my pack. She was awesome.
Had.
Yes.
We've all lost.
Mm-hmm.
What's your relationship to her? To the woman we're both talking about.
Have you not heard my last name?
And he cocks his head. I mean, it's common enough.
Fair enough.
Really? And he kind of raises his eyebrows. But really?
Really?
137 Highbury New Park, flat 6.
She's not going to write that down. But she's memorizing it.
He stands up, creaking somewhat.
She rises as well.
Over to the east. You see the big football stadium?
Yeah.
Go there, through a cut through, over the bridge, head towards Stoke Newington. You'll find yourself on a leafy road full of old mansions. It's a converted hotel.
Okay.
Sometimes the bell doesn't work. That's the safe house she uses when she's here.
I know how to knock.
Yeah.
Good.
She can be somewhat twitchy.
That has reasons. Are you part of a pack?
I was.
Was.
He nods.
Holding. Sorry. Just a quick check. Oh, she's good. Okay. Not gonna pry. Very well. Thank you.
And he will just nod, and he will stay watching the path.
She'll kind of make a bow to him.
He gives a non-committal grunt.
There's no point in, like, she knows that she probably has to be respectful to this guy, at least for his age. And she'll take a couple of steps backwards and then turns around and walks off, maybe a little faster than she came walking up.
Yeah. It's pretty much a 45-minute walk. Following the directions he gave you, you walk past it's the Arsenal Stadium. It's freaking huge. Mm-hmm. With tourists all around it, and you can see there's the shirts of famous football players plastered around the stadium, like massive ones.
Just for the record, she's trying to blend into the crowd very much. Also, she's keeping a very sharp eye out on, like, people following her or acting suspiciously or...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. And yeah, you follow directions, you quickly end up on residential streets. You take the cut through, like I said, and there's a white painted Victorian mansion, or street of white painted Victorian mansions.
Mhm.
And it's the one to the right of the cut through. There's a car that's clearly been abandoned in the driveway. And you can see when you walk up to it that there are like 9 flats listed as bells. There isn't a name for number 6.
Of course not. She rings.
And there's a click and a woman in a French, and there's the voice of a French woman. Hello?
Hello?
Who is it?
Fifi.
There's a pause and a buzz and a click as the door opens to the main building.
She'll walk in again, just glancing around before closing the door to just give an extra check to see if there's no eyes on her as she enters.
Not that you can see. There's some children's bikes in the hallway. Posts scattered, like pizza menus and stuff like that. And stairs heading up, curving round the thing.
Yeah. I guess that means that she's going up to the apartment. She is also trying to trying to see if she can smell anything like pureed, and very much inclined to make a sense bomb just in case.
Yeah. Okay. There's the smell of marijuana. Dominates, frankly, the lobby.
Makes very much sense. Whee! She probably tries not to sneeze at that because I know how marijuana smells, and it's a very, very intense smell.
Sickly sweet.
Yeah. Very good one to block out like all other smells. So yeah, she'll go up to the number 6, right?
Yeah.
And she kind of scratches on the door, not even knocking. It's just kind of let her nails slide over the door.
And door is opened by a woman with auburn hair, who looks to be in her early 40s, but with more worn about the eyes than you would expect. And she looks at you, and she seems to have tears in her eyes. And the soft Scottish accent. Ophelia.
She nods. Yeah. Hi.
And she puts her hand to her eye to try and brush away the tears. And before grabbing Ophelia in a hug and pulling her inside.
Making it without choking up. It's just a very good thing. So she lets herself be pulled. She's really feeling very uncomfortable, but she's trying to hide that with those very two beautiful successes.
I don't believe it. Do you want some tea?
Sure. Yeah.
Come through.
Hi.
Put the kettle on. And she seems kind of flustered and caught off guard by, frankly, all of this, unsurprisingly.
as actually Ophelia is kind of feeling the same at the moment, even though she could prepare for this. She expected more inquisition, actually, more interrogation, more questions to make sure that she is okay. She is who she really thinks says she is, but
Truth of Gaia is a gift.
yeah, fair enough. But still.
And you go in. It's laminate floors, laminate wood floors. And you go into a big open plan kitchen and living area with sort of cheap battered sofas and a small table. This place doesn't look very lived in.
And Ophelia is standing in the middle of the room, really not quite sure what to do with herself at this point.
And Mary puts the kettle on. The Fianna told me.
I messed up.
You came looking.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have come here. I'm happy that you did, but it's dangerous.
What isn't?
I wanted to protect you.
I know. But, well, actually, one thing that I forgot to mention, but that would definitely be the case, is that Ophelia is walking with a cane.
What happened to you? Did they?
No. My pack, Malfa had his Athro challenge. We had to go to the Abyss.
You've been to the Abyss.
Been to Wolf's Home.
And there's a sort of pregnant silence before the kettle clicks. Wow. How do you want your tea?
Just milk, sugar bits.
She gets out 2 mugs, which are not completely clean. Clean enough.
Like she cares. Sounds.
Yeah, completely. And hand Ophelia the mug.
She's still kind of standing there, just to take side steps every once in a while, holding the mug, just blowing it. She's very happy to have something to focus her attention on right now.
Yeah. Did the Sept tell you where I was?
Yours, or yeah, kinda.
You're lucky I've been moving about a lot. I
Understand.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to.
No, I'm sorry. I wanted to send word ahead, but that might have been unwise.
And she takes a sip of the tea and looks down. You're very beautiful.
Thank you. You're.
You've been to the Abyss.
Yeah.
doing well in America, clearly.
I get by.
You have a pack.
I'm bad to have the pack, yes.
I'm proud of you.
I'm on my way to Foster Challenge.
I think we need more than tea.
Whiskey. I didn't bring any. I'm sorry, I didn't bring anything, actually.
I've got my... I saw you when you were 3.
I've heard. I didn't know.
We can go to a restaurant, or do you want to get a takeaway?
I want to be able to talk. I don't want to go to a restaurant. It's too public.
She goes over to the table where there's a pile of the glossy takeaway menus. Pizza, Chinese, Indian.
Haven't had Indian in a while.
Okay, cool. There's a good place. She hands you the menu.
She goes over it in silence, basically, speaking a few random things.
Don't have any whiskey here. There's some wine in the fridge.
Maybe best to keep her senses.
No, I think some... If you don't want, then I think I will.
Okay. Sure, you know what? Fuck it, sure. I'll have some too.
She takes out the cheap bottle of white wine out of the fridge. Apparently I'm a queen. I thought queens are supposed to drink champagne and live on caviar.
Sounds awful.
I don't know if you ever had champagne and caviar. They're really nice.
I had. It sucks. I never like the idea of eating fish eggs. Champagne is okay, but good beer, fine as well.
You'll make a terrible queen.
She's sure I will.
When she says that.
I never had the ambition to become one.
Neither did I.
Shit happens, I guess.
Not some shit. You know what? Just sit down and... If you want to hear about it all, I can tell you, but right now... Let an old woman hear about a girl she gave up when she was too young to understand.
Okay. No. Ophelia will sit down. Probably opposite the kitchen table, I guess. I don't know. What do you want to know?
The last I heard of you was when... It's not long after you. Just before your father died.
I was 8, I think. Looking back, my well, man I called father, and I will continue to call him father. He gave me the letters a while ago. Um, I there's not much to tell. I lived my life. I went to school when I was like 15. Other than that, I was homeschooled. I I didn't like that. Um, I prefer to be out, but well, I did my thing. There's a ruin close by my parents' house that's just.
Do you want a peony? Sorry.
Yeah, I can understand that word parents and
The
stuff
word
like
parents
that.
is definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need to be any of that, but I got a shit ton of successes.
Yeah. What there's the hint of a wince when you say your parents' house.
Sorry, it's just I don't know how else to call them.
They raised you, I guess.
I'll try and call them Mr. and Mrs. Harris, but it sounds very, well, I should say Lord and Lady Harris, I guess. Anyway, that house, it had a ruin close by. I hid there a lot, but later on I went to study journalism for a year. It sucked. I didn't like to think clear-cut rules. So I studied art, photography, then started working for some magazines, travel magazines. I did some news on the sides. I just took small jobs every time. I traveled a lot. I liked that. It was good. I went to New York to work for a newspaper there. Did like a tourist, or the plan was to do like a tourist section of it. Long Island. I had an apartment. I ran into Central Park just the first day. I was so excited and got knocked over by same Garu who is now my alpha. Actually, I didn't knew back then. I met with Mother Larissa there, and she convinced me it was nothing but yeah. I must have hit my head or something. She fucking convinced me. But 2 weeks later, I ran into an art gallery with a couple of them, couple of that sept. Well, maybe you've heard the name Travis Moran. He was one of them. He's quite famous. We ran into a Black Spiral dancer, made us forget every fucking thing, as far as I know, and I was dragged into an office. I was dragged into the office of Gerard Morningkill, and they told me the entire thing. Biggest shock in my life, I guess.
Yeah.
If you want to, you can peony her on when she's speaking of Gerard, of course.
No. She
Okay.
won't. She's very caught up in her own feelings right now.
Awesome. That's very good. So, yeah. First place, I'd stayed longer than 2 weeks for years. But I stick to New York. Place grew on me. I got some friends there. And I was a kid and did some shit. Really, lots of shit. I helped fighting against apparently Arokea. I did some investigations in Black Spiral dancers and stuff like that. I was no, never mind. And then there were these three Fianna and two of the cubs. One of them is apparently a princess of the Fianna, niece to their king. Uh, they told me some things and asked me if I could investigate for them, if I could check some things out. I did. I ended up in the Hilton where they were staying, in the penthouse, talking to Fiona Galliard, who was much more than just a normal Fiona Galliard, apparently, and I pissed him off. I had a habit of doing that, pissing off Guru. And next thing I remember, I was woken up by Mother Larissa, and I had changed.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, then I become Cub, and now I'm cleared. My rite of passage was finding out about my heritage. I did, and well, I may have pissed off. Well, not may have. I pissed off Gleaming Eye while doing so. So
They.
they're on their way.
I heard.
Yeah, I figured. Must have been quieter over here, I guess.
I wish there was something I could do. But
I would really prefer you wouldn't.
I'm doing what I can anyway.
I know.
Sorry I wasn't there for any of it. Glad that you found people. Do you have friends there? Daughter of the niece of the Ardrai is there. The Ardrai is a good man.
You just keep asking me to roll P or to roll subterfuges here. God damn it! She and I are not so close.
Sad.
I guess.
These things happen. So, which do you want from the takeaway?
501 and 323 with. Do you have with a Coke on the side? I guess.
Okay. She takes out a kind of brick burner phone and gives the order. She's having a 127 with pilau rice and yeah, poppadoms, why not? And drinks. Okay. Yeah, flat 6. Ring the bell. 20 minutes. Okay. Say this about south of the border. It's better Indian takeaway.
Yeah. So.
Tell me about your pack.
We called the Hunters of the Lost. They were around when I was still kin. My alpha's name is Katori Znuktena. Lupus. He's He's really awesome. I trust him. I trust him with everything that I have. I There's calls. Calls to Fury. She's Black Fury Galliard. She's not been around except that long. Just a couple of months, really. Very pragmatic. Um, Also lupus. She has some. She's very passionate.
Whilst you're saying all of this, Mary has a sort of sad smile on her face and is just sipping her wine.
Nope. Then there is Michael, who is Hamid, also Tena. He's a cook. He is off in the city doing his thing a lot, so yeah, not really much contact with him, but he's a very good ragabash to have when you're deciding to scout.
Two lupuses.
Yeah.
Guess it's strange, but I guess there's more over there.
I don't know. There aren't that many other lupuses in the Sept. I guess I just got lucky. There are a couple of other packs, but I feel most at home here.
I'm glad they gave you a home.
She's not gonna answer to that. She's gonna stare down at her own glass at that point.
So, you just have, I guess, your adventures.
Yeah.
Going to the abyss and facing horrible things.
She shrugs. She says, I live in New York. Not quite sure what's more scarier. The abyss or the city. From time to time.
Yeah, the cities can be bad. It's not great here sometimes, but
The Big Apple isn't called a frontier for nothing. It's what we do. I have people that I care about there. Can't just leave them. Not yet. Not with Gleaming Eye coming.
They're your best protection. I can stay here for a few weeks at a time because the Glasswalkers, the Fiona, and the Children of Gaia here protect me.
And then, what are you doing?
Since I gave you up, I've been running. Been trying to find the other members scattered, build support, find something. She sits down on the sofa. That's why I gave you up. I couldn't run with you. I couldn't let them find you.
You did run with me. When I was a kid, I had a dream. I had it like once a week, and then sometimes it just was gone for months. And then it came back again, and sometimes I stayed away so long that I kind of forgot about it, and then it returned like every fucking night. I, it was always about, well, you know, countryside. It looked like Yorkshire. I was running, and there was always something next to me, a white wolf.
From it wasn't just in England. I've not been able to go back to Scotland since. That's where you were born, Edinburgh. But running from across Europe, hiding wasn't a place for a young girl. Different name every day, every week.
I'm not a young girl anymore, Mother.
You're not. I can see that. You have friends and allies who'll look after you. That's all I ever really wanted.
I want to help. I've promised to Fiona Alpha, who helped me and who's helping the Harrises right now as they are fleeing because of my fuck up. I promised him that I would make myself known and I would make my name known.
Yeah. And you can do that not been much of a mother to Ophelia at all. Gave you up.
Willpower failing. I don't care.
Let me do one thing at least.
No. I don't care that you gave me up. You're my mother. You don't understand. I didn't come here to hear about how you failed me. I came here to find my mother. I came here to offer my support to my mother.
And keep living. I wasn't tasked to be a queen. 3 people died in 3 years. And that's how I became a queen. A queen who's on the run, who lives in disguise, trying to build something. Give me something to keep going, Ophelia.
I want to build with you. I want to be there. I want to be at your side. I may not be able to do this physically, but I'm not just going to sit by idly. There's nothing in that.
You're not. Do you have someone you care about? You talked about your pack. What about other people?
take a fucking high diff at this subterfuge. Nope. No, there's no one. She's so fucking lying. She's not even looking away very sharply.
Ophelia, if you have someone who lets you fight, please understand. You're someone who makes you get up in the morning, who makes you keep going, who makes it all worth it.
I can't live in a box.
I'm not asking you to live in a box, I'm asking you to live in America. I'm asking you to live with your friends who will look after you and protect you and apparently drag you back from the abyssal wolf home in defiance of the litany when horrible things happen.
They do that. I want to be able to do the same for you.
I've spent 20 years running.
I don't care.
No, Ophelia, I've spent 20 years running. I've got good at it. I'm not good at being a mother.
I'm not good at being a daughter. I've had that thrown at me for a lot of times.
Just give me something. Let the house be something more than just a name and something that I've been told is important.
So you're sending me away again. Is that it?
Give me one night. At least. I've been a shit mother and I'm going to be a shit mother again. Please.
Can we at least work together then? All of my life I've dreamt about my mother. Okay, she's been my heroine. She has fought monsters and dragons in my head. And she was everything. You've been a pilot, you've been a princess, you've been a mermaid. You've been a shit. You've been dead, you've been a junkie, you've been a whore. You've been all of that. And now that I found the truth, I don't want to go back to chasing fairy tales again, please. You've already been the worst, and you've already been the best. And I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't know how this is gonna work out. I look at you and I see someone who resembles me, but who is also a complete stranger at the same time. That doesn't matter. You are what you are. I have talked to Father, like a spirit. I want to know you. I understand that you can't just transform into the perfect mother. I'm not asking you to. I don't know, okay? I don't know either. But I do know that I want to... I want to help. I don't care how. I don't mind staying in America if that's what you want. Send people over from our house. I will protect them there. I can build up an ally base. I can be there. I can make that a stronghold if you want. I can make that a safe place for us and for our house. But I want to be able to help out. I have been giving this a lot of thought.
You can build somewhere for us. Somewhere you'll be safe, where people can protect you.
I will never be safe. I'm a Garu. We're soldiers.
It's different. Like you say, with Garu, we're not meant for running and hiding.
I'm a Rechabite, so I'm exactly made for that.
It's different. How many languages do you speak?
2.
10.
Fair enough. I'll have to start teaching myself Mandarin then, I guess.
I honestly don't speak Mandarin, but Ophelia, you have a pack. Are you going to abandon them? You're going to abandon the people who you care about over there?
Wow, she's good. I was gonna say I'm gonna make the stiff 10, but damn, she's good. She becomes stone-faced. Which is really good because I'm sitting here with fucking tears in my eyes of my characters. I would. For us.
I may be a shit mother, but I am the queen of Osterhal for the ruins that it is. And I will not hear that my own daughter is a traitor.
I'm no one's traitor.
I want to hear that my daughter is a brave Garu with her pack, who stands strong and is proud. Not who abandons them to build a crazy dream.
When I joined my pack, I told my alpha at first that I didn't want to join because I had a responsibility and a duty, and it was not to that sept per se, it was not to his pack. He understood and he accepted me anyway.
Then he is someone who you need to stay with. Stay in America where you are safe. There is only so much they can attack you there. There is only so much they can do. If you have allies and friends around you who will protect you, at the same time, pack who will fight with you, and you can have the name of Osterhal there, and you don't have to run and hide and act like it's a badge of shame.
It isn't. I'm planning to help us. We can build again on top of those ruins.
Then make a hero for Osterhal who isn't talked about in the same words as infernalism.
I'll fight anyone who calls us that. I know you're not.
I've seen it, Ophelia. It was real.
I understand. Well, I don't know. I don't know how it feels, but one of my friends before I was actually Garu, but who was really a good friend of mine, especially in the beginning, he danced the spiral. I know the feeling of betrayal. And that doesn't make...
There's infernalism in our house, and it was brought here by the spirals. I'm convinced of it. It's infiltrators in the house, infiltrators in Gleaming Eye. They were heroes once.
I suspected as much.
They still are. Be the hero I can't be.
You are a hero.
I'm a fugitive.
I don't give a crap.
You want... You cannot give a crap, but I do. I'm an old woman who's running. Maybe I've not been... I got old too damn quickly.
You can come back. with me to New York?
If you want to make a refuge for Osterhal, other people need to run and gather them.
Very well. I understand, but please don't shut me out. Please.
I don't have a place where you can find me. I don't have a phone number where you can get hold of me. I don't
That's
even
fine.
have a reliable name.
That's fine. That's all fine. But I have a phone. Please. Just keep in touch. You can send the spirit my way. You can call me. I don't need to know where you are. I don't need to know where you're going or what your plans are. I just need to know that you are.
I suppose I owe you that much.
I already had it. Like, all my family is running right now. The ones that are of my blood and the ones that took care of me when I was a kid. Everybody's running.
So be the one that we run for.
I want to run with all of you.
We're running for you, Ophelia.
God damn it, I don't want that.
You're a Silverfang. You're the princess of Osterhal. We do things that we don't want to do.
I know. I know. And as soon as I walk out this door, I will be again. But
right now, there's takeaway coming.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And this is where tears start welling up in her eyes. But right now, for one evening, at least,
Yes,
you can
please.
be my daughter for an evening.
I would much appreciate that.
And I've missed out on your birthdays. I never took you to school. I've never met a boyfriend.
I didn't have boyfriends.
And I wasn't there for you. And I don't believe that. You're far too pretty.
I fucked around. And, oh god, when she said I didn't have boyfriends, yeah, that was like a complete fail.
Yeah, like, she just thinks that you're, like, running around breaking hearts. It's fine.
Well, as a matter of fact, she did. It just so happened that
Well,
broke
this is
my heart.
true. Yeah.
God damn it.
And I wasn't there when you were a little girl when you cried. I wasn't there to look after you. And I can never give that back to you.
That's okay.
I'm afraid then right now the best I can do is a takeaway in a film and a couple of bottles of wine in a cheap flat.
Sounds perfect. Absolutely perfect.
But you have to promise me, Ophelia, that you're going to go out of that door and everything I'm going to hear about you is of a hero.
I won't let you down.
I want to hear, even when I'm going through Germany, I want to hear the Fenrir and Gleaming Eye howl about Ophelia is greater than Mary the monster.
You're not a monster. I'll give them a fucking monster if that's what they want. I have a couple of Gets that are really on our side. Really, the Gets are torn apart because of this. I have the feeling. This big clan.
If
in
they're
the
on your
Gets.
side, that's good.
I wish there were more, but
Impress them for me.
I've been thinking about challenging the leader of the Silverfangs that's coming.
Don't throw your life away.
Yeah, that's what I'm
No.
afraid of.
As your mother, I forbid you. Do not do something like that. You will die. And if I hear that you have died, then what am I going to do? What have I got left to build?
If I die, I've been preparing for that, should that happen, because fuck it with Garu. We can always die. If I die, fucking go on and...
You won't die for this. Promise me you won't throw your life away by challenging an Elder Silverfang, an Elder of Gleaming Eye. Don't give them what they want. Don't die alone. I've been alone for 20 years.
Fine.
You have friends, you have a sept. You have a pack.
Very well. I won't. But you can't stop me from fighting. I will fight them.
You can fight, but don't you dare do it alone.
I will not. I think they would bind me down on a chair if I would do that in the sept. But I want to save lives. I don't want the entire nation to turn up dead because of me. I'm afraid for my sept, for my pack. And I'm afraid for all those Gets and Silverfangs, even the ones that are not on our side. We shouldn't be fighting.
We shouldn't. It's the spirals that did it. It's the spirals and the worm. It's infiltration. I know it. I can't prove it, but I know it.
That's
Just
why...
before they attacked, you know how many of our septs got attacked?
No?
We lost about half of the ones in Scotland. Had to flee Edinburgh just after. It's like they knew, it's like they were waiting.
I see.
Things, the practices that the house adopted wasn't Gaian.
No.
It came from somewhere. And I swear it was them. And revealing that to her, letting the Glasswalkers and the Fianna and the Fenrir discover it and pass it on to them, was the spirals. I know it. They want their homeland back.
I've met a White Howler once.
There aren't any White Howlers left.
Okay, fine. I met a guy with a tattoo of the White Howlers on his back.
He'll have been a Black Spiral.
I don't know. He was very kind when I met him. I was just kin. He did some fucked up shit later on. But
If you ever see him, kill him.
what if we manage to bring him back?
You can't. The Howlers are gone. And the only reason they'll ever act kind is to drip poison in your ear.
I brought a Black Spiral Dancer kin back. It's a start.
The kin are different. They've not danced.
It's a start. I'm not trying to redeem...
One Spiral trying to redeem himself in Erebus. Bathing in the Silver River. He's been there for decades.
I see.
The kinfolk are messed up, tortured, wretches.
Yeah.
But spirals are monsters, and they did this to us more than Gleaming Eye ever did. And I still hate Gleaming Eye for what they've done to us, for what they've done to me, for what they've forced me to do to you.
They murdered. They murdered Father, right?
Yeah. They've taken away everything that I ever loved. The spirals are insidious, they're not always screaming monsters.
I know. I've met one a couple of times. He's an elder, I think. I don't know. At least older than, well, I guess older than me. So my elder. I've actually had conversations with that guy. Didn't realize it until I was halfway into the conversation. I just tried to get as much information out of him as I could.
You're playing a dangerous game.
New York is not a safe place. I'm playing the games that I have to. No one ever becomes a hero if they play it safe. If you want me to be a hero, if you want me to be someone that people look up to, then we need to take chances.
Maybe, but those the chances our people took to get us into this situation.
I'm not trying to become a hero. I'm just doing what I think is best, and 9 out of 10 times I'm just trying to save myself out of the worst situation possible. I've made my stupid mistakes and I've learned from it. It took me at some point. I'm gonna fucking jump the wall. Lock me up. It hurt it a lot. Okay, never mind. She's gonna shut up now. Shutting up, and she starts shivering all over her body as she's kind of cringing.
Guy, come here.
Sorry, I shouldn't. I didn't want to tell you this. Fuck.
And she comes and sits next to you on the sofa.
I didn't want to fucking tell you this. God, I don't want to think of it. Don't.
And she's actually going to put her arm around Ophelia and pull her into her shoulder.
She starts sobbing at that point because fucking failed willpower check. Just bending forwards until she is practically lying on her mother's lap. She's crying and sobbing. Probably at some point she'll just say, although I'm not quite sure if you could really understand what she's saying, say something like, "Don't want him to take my tongue again. Don't want to have to do that again."
And Mary will go even paler, and doesn't really know what to do. So, frankly, she's just going to hold her daughter.
After like 10 minutes or so, say 15, Ophelia will sit back up again. It's just the sobbing slowly subsided.
At this point, I think it's best if the doorbell goes.
Yeah.
She grabs pile of money, goes to the door. You just hear, oh, that's £19.50, whatever. Thank you. And the door, brief conversation, quickly closed. She stops using her Scottish accent while she's answering the door. She starts using an English one.
Yeah.
And closes the door, comes back in, and takes out the sort of the takeaway boxes, the plastic tubs it came in.
At which point, Ophelia kind of straightened herself up, wiped tears from her face, probably had a quick check in the mirror just to see if she had like these black makeup streams or if everything was kind of
Oh yeah,
okay.
ruined.
Yeah. She'll just make do with what she can to just kind of clean herself up a little bit, and we'll be waiting for Mary to return.
Yeah. We'll come and open the takeaway boxes on the table. I think this one's yours. Got to have mushrooms.
Crying makes you fucking hungry. Always had.
Never let them see.
No. I'm sorry. I wasn't planning to break down like I did. I'm learning.
It's okay. I've got Netflix. If you want to watch something, take your mind off it.
Sounds great. It's been a long time since I was in England and actually had the time to just, kick my feet up.
Should leave tomorrow.
I can sleep on the couch, yeah, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
Yes. But and she'll put on a film, probably like something like actually like the Sense and Sensibility with Anthony Hopkins, which I have no idea is on Netflix.
Something very, very English.
Just something a bit classy.
Yeah, that's cool. And Ophelia will kind of curl up on the couch, and yeah,
And I think there with Ophelia curling up on the sofa with her mother with curry and wine, we will end our scene. Thank you, player, for playing. Thank you, watcher, for watching.
Thank you, SD. This was wonderful.